This is Off the Apps and In the Chair.
2 women, 1 salon chair, and endless dating disasters.
With Sage and Sarah.
We're back. Holiday edition. And speaking of holidays, you know what I find is really funny about the holidays is, you know, the old Scrooge tale and that story.
Is that the Christmas story? Is that the Christmas story?
I think it is the Christmas story. Whichever one it is, it's the one that involves ghosts. And I feel like during the holidays is when they're all resurrected. It's not Halloween. It's definitely
Christmas. Welcome to the Ghosts of Christmas Past.
Here we are.
Here we are. So we're going to talk about it. Tell me first, how do you actually feel about ghosting? Being ghosted? Have you ghosted? What do you think?
So I think it's just like when people say they don't lie, which is the biggest lie. And I would have to say, if I were to sit here and tell you that I haven't ghosted somebody, because sometimes the only option is to ghost. But I have made it my priority now in my 30s that unless it's the only option, you have to communicate, because I do think karmically I have been ghosted by as many people as I have also ghosted. And I think that karmic reaction is valid. And if you want to be out of the loop, you just have to look someone in the face and be like, I don't like you.
Yeah, but it feels so yucky. That's my whole thing is that, I don't know, I am maybe not as evolved as we also just learned that Sage and I are only 3 months apart. Yeah. And I've thought that she's 5 years older than me now for quite some time. So
because of how many times I've been ghosted.
Only because of how many times you've been ghosted.
Awesome.
So maybe it's just my evolution, the year of the horse. We were talking about that as well. Maybe that's where we're headed. I'm going to learn to send the anti-ghost text, learn to just tell people I don't like them. But I'm also maybe you annoy me so much that I just don't talk to you anymore.
Have you ever called anyone out on ghosting?
Yes, I sure have. So I once met this guy. So I met him at a Christmas party. So a pretty casual, fun meeting. I, of course, was too nervous to say anything to him. So my boss had to go up and be like, listen, that girl over there, she thinks you're cute. So why don't you come over and introduce yourself? So he did.
Because I'm mature and I can do it all by myself.
I'm doing it all. I'm really trying. I can't do anything. So this guy comes over, super nice, flirty. We exchange numbers. That's great. I find out that he's a cop, which we'll get into this down the road perhaps. But you know my rule about no cops. I can't. So anyway, I was a little bit nervous.
Further appointment.
See you for future appointments. Sarah's going to learn to get over her issue with authority. So this guy, we exchange numbers. Everything's great. I really think to myself, oh my God, of course. Meet him at this Christmas party. I'm like, oh, meeting someone in real life. This is great. He texts me initially. I text him back. Great to meet you. Let's get together sometime, whatever. Don't hear anything. So a couple weeks go by and I've got a bug in my butt about it. And I'm like, I'm going to text him. So I text the police officer, sir, I'd like to report a crime. And he's like, that's not how this works. I'm trying to be serious about his job. He's like, you don't get to do this. What's the problem? I was like, officer, someone ghosted me and I haven't heard from them since the first time I met them. And he did not think that was as funny as I did. And he then ghosted me again because he never really answered my texts about the fact that I had a double ghost because I had a crime to report. So that is the only time that I've really called someone out legitimately. Yeah. Most of the time, I don't know if it's an ego thing or just I will not be chased. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or I'm not chasing. I just can't to an extent. Mutual effort, all the things. But I'm if you don't want to hang out with me, we're all going to move on. Right. I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to
leave the cemetery.
Yeah. Close the gate.
I also have a hard time leaving. And probably my biggest lesson in the ghosting world and the one that gets me the most, which I know you know this, is the good old California ghost. Because that was
he travels far.
He travels far. Your ghost can come from other sides of the country, which, is unfortunate. And I fell for it 3 times.
Forget the double ghost. You're I'm going back for thirds.
In short, ghosts aren't always scary, which is really hard because he showed up magically like a ghost, did all of the romance things. Sure. And then we even vacationed together.
Which is wild.
so obviously we're getting married now.
Yeah.
Like, obviously.
Yeah.
We went to Portland, did all the things. It was amazing. We had all these like coincidences. And then I come back home. Everything works. I go back to San Diego, back to California. Yeah. It was a nice 3-month like little subscription. I signed up.
You got all your loyalty points on your airline.
All of them, all the points. And then after I leave, I just don't understand, you know, even like this was a fun little ride. This was whatever. It literally was. I guess he did tell me because he said, if you
turns out maybe not. You know
what? I'm rethinking
he does ghost after the fact.
He said, if you think he wasn't really answering like I wanted him to, right? So I, of course, get like suspicious and whatever. I'm like, hey, like, I just was wondering like where you've been at. Like, is everything okay? And like, oh, whatever. And he was like, since you're so concerned with me ghosting you all the time, ...
Oh my God. Like,
and I was like,
so we like proved it's what do they call that? Manifest destiny or something?
Yeah.
Where like you make it happen. Yeah. So like you didn't deserve to be ghosted, but
did I start the spell? I guess I did. So, okay. So shame on me. That's one time. Right? Okay. So then is that how it goes? Because that was on me. So then whatever. 6 months later goes by. Sure. Actually, you know, no, it was 6 months. Don't hear from him, but we're in the same friend group, whatever. He is alive. That's nice to know. But anyway, we get a whole year down the road. Christmas time brings out the magic of everybody. He's home for Christmas.
Sure.
Everyone
starts feeling like, oh, I've seen a Hallmark movie. I've had one too many cocktails. I'm going to hit up X, Y, and Z and just see what happens for the holidays.
And guess who's always available, apparently?
Bad news. It's us.
Yeah. So even though we look really busy, we just always have our phones on us. So if you ever want to get answered, we will.
This is also not a public service announcement for the ghosts to come back again. Like, you've
probably
done,
work.
I'm looking at you. Like, yeah. You have done your due diligence. Stay where you're at.
And so while I'm sick on my couch, the ghost of Christmas California decides that I'm going to be his first stop. So I obviously feel like my pedestal is above everybody else. Sure. And I just didn't know that I was the graveyard that he teleported out of. And he was like, there it is. And I'm like, found her in Philadelphia. And
oh my God, in Hocus Pocus?
You're me. I'm booked.
It's me. I'm Sage. I'm booked.
So anyway, so then he comes, he's being so sweet. He gets me stuff like, you know, whatever makes me feel better, a whole nine. I do give him the flu. So. And, but then he had to basically live at my house for the rest of Christmas. Yeah, so obviously I think that we're reworking this. Yes.
Quarantine.
He apologizes, kind of. I used his words and in my head I read them as an apology, but I don't think they were. But as I'm looking through this through therapy and, you know, so I think everything's back on track.
Sure.
The next month,
he gave me that
yes, and I said I have a work trip in California. I'll come. Great. I want to see you. I want to do all the things.
Of course.
Guess what? Ghosted again.
Twice.
Okay. That was shame on
you went out to California, right?
I went out
because of the work trip. So you had to be out there.
work trip gets canceled. I don't hear from him. I use that as my opportunity to be like, sure. I'm already not going. But I'm like, hey, just a heads up, I'm not going. Not that you care since you haven't answered, but in case you did. Right. And so then he does answer to let me know that he doesn't care.
Fantastic.
Basically.
Love that.
So then the third time though.
Third time's a charm.
Comes back around 6 months later. Eagle season, baby. And apparently it's another marker on, you know where I should show up. But luckily for me, I was in Brazil. So my portal gate wasn't open.
Sure.
But he decided he was
not international.
No.
We're learning.
No, you cannot cross
bi-coastal.
The passport does not work with the ghost. And so, yeah, so ghosts don't have passports.
Thank God.
They can't get real ID, okay? And so, anyway, he reaches out to me and I give him one more shot. This time I'm only asking for a phone call. Not even to see each other in person, because luckily for me, he was going to be here when I get back from Brazil.
You love a phone call.
I love a phone call. I really do. That's not even being sarcastic. And because I think that's chivalry at its finest. And so I don't get a phone call. And then he lets me know about how busy he is again. And I literally chewed him out and let him know that, like, despite my feelings and his or whatever, that this is over and I will not. I exercised him so hard.
See ya. We got sage all around here.
Yes.
So.
And we are going on a full revolution of a year, and it is Christmas time.
Don't let him come back.
And so far he hasn't, but I'm a little scared, and that's why I have my pillow. That this conversation will bring it up.
The emotional support cupcake.
Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping to have learned that lesson by the third time, but I don't think we'll officially know until what's today, the 23rd. So I'll find out.
I mean, fingers crossed. I mean, he ought to know better by now. It's also like, do we know, because you have mutual friends, is he coming back to Philly at all?
No idea. I haven't even asked because I feel like me asking
puts it out
the
there.
Door.
Someone will get the wrong idea, let him know that you asked, and then we're back in this for round 4.
And Santa, if you're listening, I don't want that for Christmas.
All we want, ghost repellent.
Ghost repellent. Ghost repellent. Feel free to send that on in. And if you want to hear what happens, make sure you book an appointment so you can find out first.
Yeah, absolutely. So now that leads us to my ghost of Christmas past, which actually, let's call this what? Christmas in July?
Yeah.
We cover all the Christmases.
Mm-hmm.
So I meet this guy.
Yep.
We're going to it's Adam.
Mm-hmm.
It's Adam.
He doesn't even need a pseudonym.
He doesn't need a pseudonym, one, because he really never left the chat, even though he ghosted, to the point where we had to look up this man's obituary. Like, legitimately. We actually thought perhaps he is a real ghost.
Yeah.
So,
which would be sad.
It would be sad. Absolutely. But once you find out that he's not actually dead, you're like,
I hate your guts.
I hate your guts. So, anyway, we meet on, I think match. Don't meet.
Okay.
Match on Hinge.
Yeah.
And of course, I say nothing ever. Because I'm like, nah, we'll see what happens. We'll see if anyone didn't know, creative.
Ghosts can't have passports, but they all have online dating apps. So
absolutely. Yes. They can telepathically
it's the new age Ouija board.
Unbelievable. That is so accurate. So we match, but then don't say anything to each other for months.
Yep.
I'm like, whatever. I don't even know who this person is. Like, I don't think anything about it. He messages me and goes, uh-oh, Sarah. I should have known. Literally, you talked about trouble right from jump, and I should have known that I was in
flag on the play.
Always.
Collect it.
And then, of course, what do? What flag? What flag do you...
They put it in
Christmas red,
we love
baby.
it. Yeah, we love it.
That is the color of these flags.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, I'm like, well, I love to be in trouble, so pray tell, what did I do now? And, we just start bantering immediately. Everything's great. Having a great time. We try to meet up for our first date. He was pretty assertive about being like, hey, let's get off these apps.
We love someone right to the point.
Correct.
Okay.
He gets in a car accident. Honestly, now that I'm talking about this, I feel like the universe was out to get him. So, you know what? You got what's coming to you.
Yeah. This is Final Destination of final dating.
Yeah. This is your final date. This is the end of your road.
Yeah.
So, first, he gets in a car accident, and he already was going to show up to this date very late because he was in New York traffic.
Yeah.
I don't know if all guys think that they can outsmart traffic, especially coming from New York City to Philly. But I'm like, I'm going to give you some space here because I don't want to tell you before I meet you that you're incorrect. But this date's going to start at 10 p.m. if we're lucky. It never started. Yeah. So he was okay. Got through the accident, gets back to Philly. We keep talking. Most of the time I think to myself, if we don't actually get through that first date, it's all a game anyway.
No, then we're just pen pals.
Let's just move on.
It's new AIM messenger.
Correct. We could, nice knowing you, text fizzle off. Yeah. That's the end of it. That did not happen. He continued to text me and was trying to reschedule this date. So we get to the middle of the week. That was supposed to happen Sunday. Wasn't going to happen. We get to the middle of the week, and I am actually really sick. Yeah. I'm like this, and working in healthcare. Yeah. I'm like, I can't be that asshole.
No.
I have to tell this person that I'm sick and let them decide how we proceed.
Yes.
He goes, "You are so kind. Thank you so much. I'm going to visit my aunt who has brain cancer on Friday." I would be feeling so horrible
if you killed her.
If I killed her. I'm like, don't put that on me, brother.
No.
Like, we wish her well.
Yep.
We hope she's doing better, obviously. I feel like I'm always doubling back, being like, I'm not that mean. I promise. But whatever. We'll let our viewers decide. So I'm like, yeah, I'm really not feeling well. He says, well, we're trying to, not get our aunt sick.
Yeah.
Great. I respect that. So we're going to have to table date number 2. Okay. So we table date number 2. Fine. We're still talking. Mm-hmm. Everything's fine. He goes to see his aunt. That went well. He goes to a wedding on Saturday. All's fine. Mm-hmm. We're supposed to see each other at the beginning of the following week. So now we've gone on 3 weeks of texting.
Of rescheduled dating.
Which is
a lot of effort.
More effort.
In dating math, that means that this is going to amount to something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, you know how I feel, a little sidebar about fortune cookies. Yeah. We think too much into the fortune cookies.
Right.
So I open this fortune cookie, and it's like, you're going to meet someone new soon that has like a big impact on your life.
Okay.
And my poor fucking dad is sitting there, and he goes, maybe it's Adam. My parents know about this man. He doesn't really exist other than in a dating app, but my poor parents know about him. So we're like, wow, the fortune cookie wants this to come out of the chat. So we're going on to like the middle of week 3, and I don't hear from him. We're texting. It's one of those like not cringy good morning texts, the like nice ones at like various times throughout the day. Like, hey, how's your day? How are things going? I don't get this text. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is it. I can feel it. Yeah. You ever just like, you can just feel it when you're getting ghosted. Oh, you just know.
You do get this presence. It's the absence.
They start to linger. What do they say? Like the smoke comes in, the cold. Ooh. You're like, here it is again.
Behind me.
Yeah. Right. Ooh, it is. Here it comes. All my coworkers are like, no. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Everything's fine. And I'm like, this is not my first, second, third, fifth rodeo. Like, So anyway, eventually I'm like, hey, like, how's your day going? Is everything okay? Like, haven't heard from you. We're supposed to have this date.
Yeah.
And eventually he gets back and he goes, well, I have good news and bad news. Tell me, brother, what is it? Yeah. Here we go. And he goes, well, the good news is that I'm alive. I was like, is the bar there?
Yeah, it
in
sure
the grave.
is. Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Like, that's where the bar's at.
Mm-hmm.
So he tells me he's alive. Well, congratulations, like snaps for you.
Yeah.
So then he goes, the bad news is I wasn't feeling good this morning, went to urgent care, and I have COVID. Nice. I have COVID. Fantastic. So now I'm like, so no to that date? Like, I'm thinking about 2020, and I was on, did you go on COVID dates?
Of course.
I went on COVID dates.
Yeah.
Like, you go to the beach, you go on a walk, you wear a mask.
Whatever.
Like,
you don't have an aunt with brain cancer.
Thank God. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking to myself, we'll make this work.
Yeah.
Like, we could go for a walk. You have a dog.
Yeah.
Like, let's go take the dog for a walk. Let's go meet, I don't know, something.
Yeah.
So.
Meet you at urgent care.
I'll see you there. Like, immediately, though, I'm, like, going into caregiver mode. Again, for a man I don't know. Yeah. So I'm like, do you need anything? My brother, come to find out, my brother lives 2 blocks in front or in back of him. Like, they're neighbors, essentially. I'm like, you want my brother to come, like, walk your dog? Like, why am I offering these things? Because these are pseudo relationships that feel real.
Yeah.
Because you've been talking to someone every day for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you forget the fact that you've never met them in real life.
Right.
So the texts are like,
its finest.
Yeah. So the texts are like, trailing less and less frequent, like not really as engaged. Mm-hmm. And every time though, he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm really not feeling good. Like, these symptoms are hitting me super hard. I'm taking all these meds. Like, I just really don't feel good. Yeah. So we're like trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here. I'm like, okay, somehow it's 2025 and you're actually symptomatic with COVID. Yeah. Like, maybe that's another red flag.
Yeah.
Who does that anymore? Yeah. So eventually I hear nothing. He asks me a question. I give him a direct answer. Yes. We hear nothing. And I'm like, okay, this is it for real.
Happened.
Like, this is the ghost. I just got goosebumps. I'm like, literally, the ghost has come in.
Yeah.
So we get to the point where we have not heard from Adam, to the point where my coworkers are like, but he was actually sick. Do we look up his obituary?
Yep.
Ask me, ladies and gentlemen, if I looked up this man's obituary. We sure did. We sure did.
Well,
I had to look this person up to make sure they were not actually
you
dead.
feel like an asshole.
I was like, what the heck? Also, when you have a brother who works in the funeral home business, I'm calling up my brother being like, you know anybody? Did anyone come through?
Yeah.
He's like, Sarah, this is bad. Like, this is one of your worst. Like, thanks, brother.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That one's for you.
Yeah. Shout out to Jacob. He's dying to be on the pod. So we'll,
is he?
So good. But yeah, so we look Adam up. Adam is in fact not dead. LinkedIn still active.
Yeah.
Instagram still going. And he just in fact ghosted me after 3 weeks of talking every single day. So when I tell people about this man and how much it like blew my mind that this all happened, they're like, but like, how was he in person? And I have to remind them that the in-person portion of this party never actually happened. Yeah. So talk about feeling crazy.
I mean, like it's really hard. They've made movies about ghosts and dating them. So I think he just had that.
Just like when they do like nice pottery and stuff. Like I didn't get the pottery moment.
Like Patrick
Swayze. Like that's what I want. Like Adam, come back. Let's do pottery. Like I don't know.